Hello, welcome to a new vlog. We're at Golden Valley CL site. We're back in England now. The Severn Bridge is just over there, so we're just across the border. Very nice here. It's immaculate here. A guy called Vic and his family own it, and they live just over there in that cream house. This house here is a holiday cottage. Then you've got all this land here, around the edge here. This is a dog walk. There you go. Dog exercise area. Raven's had a good old run around in now. Now this is an adults only little CL site, campsite. There's a few walks around here. You can do a circular walk around the outside, right the way down onto the River Severn and then back. There's a pub about 30 minutes down the road. But we stopped here because I'm doing a couple of bits on the van, a couple of little jobs I wanted to do. And then we're going to go and visit family in Bristol. In Bristol. I live in Bristol. So you come onto the campsite. It's a code on the gate. So what you need to do is get hold of Vic, tell him you're coming, he'll book you in and give you the code for the campsite. Happy days. And then he'll pop round and pick the money up. You can either pay by cash or bank transfer. Got this little info shed here which tells you everything about the area. Indian, that's probably a delivery. Local pub, all sorts of maps, a little bit about wildlife, we like that. If Vic's not about, there's an honesty box. You put your money, write your details on an envelope, put it in the honesty box, a few books, and then all maps of the area where you can go for a walk. That's pretty good, isn't it? I like that. It's a bit windy today, but warm. I don't mind that. Not too keen on the wind, as you well know. So you've got two hard standings. One there. One there. You've got a pitch here. A pitch here. And then this pitch we're on, which is quite a big pitch. It's that whole corner there. Lovely, isn't it? Well, nice. There's all little fairy lights about here, which all light up in the evening. That's lovely. Each pitch has got one of these benches on, so you can use that. We've carried it outside the van. There's old Raven there, look, sitting underneath the bench in the shade. All electrical plug-ins, and you can reach the hose from all the pitches really. There's a hose there, and there's a hose on the other side there where that couple are sitting. I've got enough hose to reach from there to there. I could probably reach the other campsite with the hose I've got. It's nice, isn't it? Well, nice. Over there is your toilet emptying and your recycling. And it's set amongst all farmland. A business, isn't it? Do you want to have a look at what I'm doing? Yeah, flip it, why not? I'll show you a couple of things for the motorhome. Right, so when you're out and about, travelling around, Scotland's the worst for this, I think. They like putting little posts in places where there's, let's just say, foliage, and you can't see the posts. And when you're backing up in these things, on little tiny roads, which I turn this round in the most smallest of roads, this thing, you've got a reversing camera there, a rear view camera there. However, doesn't really show you down here, which is where you clump. And I've clumped my bumpers a couple of times, got a couple of cracks, one there and one there. But I'm taking it to a guy near me and he's going to repair those for me. Really good. And I'll show you that when I get that done, because he's a flipping lovely bloke, really handy, and he will sort you right out for any of your bumper scuffs. It's pretty good. So I've got one of these AUTO-VOX. Now it's a reversing camera system. So I'll put one here. This is the reversing camera. It's got night vision on it. You can also record from it. So it's well handy. So even if you're driving places like Calais and you're worried about people getting on the back of your van, etc., you can fit one of these. So I've got one plate here. This is a magnetic plate, so you can also unsnap it. Now in here, that's what it's called, AUTO-VOX. I'll put a thing up on the screen now and show you how much it is on Amazon. So you get your little setup kit there. 18 months warranty, which is good. Let's put that back in there. Now I'm going to bolt this on eventually. However, it does come with a couple of self-tapping screws. And all you do is get your screwdriver, your little power screwdriver or your drill, zip, zip, and it sticks to that. I'll put a little securing Allen key which comes with it. Can you see that? Just to secure that, because that then pops off. It's a very strong magnet, and also it's solar powered. So you ain't got to run any wires in your van. How good's that? Also, it comes with this angled bracket. Now, obviously it goes up that way. I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put that one there somewhere. Probably there, above my tow bar. So when I'm reversing, I can see everywhere along this angle, because the posts are so low. They're about, I don't know, a foot high, some of these posts they like putting around. And if you travel around as much as me, ultimately, eventually, you're going to hit one. It's not a pleasant experience, let me tell you that. So when I get my bumper repaired, I've now got this AUTO-VOX, and I'm also going to get reversing sensors fitted to it, because there's another chap I know and he fits those, so I'm going to get that done. Right, let's show you the inside, the little system that goes in here. So you get a 7-inch monitor with it. Pretty sure. Let me switch the van on. So there you go. There's the reversing monitor. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's a 7-inch reversing monitor. Also on these, you get this. Let me put my glasses on. So you can scroll through to record. You can play back. You've got a guideline on here as well. This, so as you're reversing it, reverses you in straight. It's recording at the moment. Display sleep. So basically there's two other little buttons on the back here that you scroll through this control center with. The other good thing about this is you've got 2 channels on it. So you can get 2 of the cameras and fit 2 of the cameras in different places and see them on a split screen. Now I've had this a while because I didn't want to tell you about it, because, oh, I need to change the date. I didn't want to tell you about it just in case it was poop, quite frankly. However, it's not. It's really good. So if you've got a van or a caravan or anything like that, you can set this up in it. It literally takes minutes to do. You stick this to your dash. You screw the things on the back, pair it, that's it, done. That's pretty good, isn't it? Really like it. Also, I've had that on the back for quite some time, and it hasn't run out of battery. So that solar panel on the top there really does work well. So there you go. I might get another camera and leave one there and put one underneath. But also, I would think you could use it as a bit of a security camera as well, because it's really good at night. Really good night vision on that, weirdly enough. So there you go, that's one little job I'm doing. I've just stuck that on the back there. I might screw that one on later, that little bracket. That's an angled bracket, and that one's a flat one. And that's called the AUTO-VOX. As I said, I'll put a little thing up here again so you can have a look at it. I think they're about 140, 150 quid. at the moment, where if you bash your bumper, it's going to cost you a bit more than that. So there we go. And not all vans have a reversing camera. So for 140, 150 quid, wallop. Happy flipping days. Now I've got another couple of things. I'll show you in here. Right. There's a website, if you put Motorhome NiksNaks into Google, I think it's called Moho. I'll put a link up here, a little page up here, so you can have a look at it. They sell all sorts of cushy gadgets for your motorhome. It's one of them websites that if you go on, you end up going, oh, that's handy, oh, that's handy, oh, that's handy, and spending a load of money. So I never, ever reel my cable up. Never. I haven't got one of those wheels that you wind it on, because they get hot. When you have a coil of wire rolled around one of these, like you put a hose on, yeah, like a reel, they get hot. And if you're in a hot country or it's a red hot day, they can catch fire. Okay, they can catch fire. They get enough current going through them to heat up and catch fire, and you don't want that. The amount of times I've seen people with these cables rolled up on a coil underneath their van is unbelievable. And I've told loads of people, oh, you've got to be careful with that, mate, just unroll the coil. Oh yeah, all right. Next day it's underneath their van. If you want to burn to death, that's your problem, not mine, as long as you ain't parked next to me when it happens. So what I got is one of these off that Motorhome NiksNaks, off of moho.com or whatever it is, and that clamps around that. So all you do is press that button on there, that opens up, you clamp it around your cable, you can carry your cable about. That is well handy. Not a lot of money, not a lot of money either, that. And that's really good. It prevents you from thinking, oh, sorry, I can't be bothered to unroll my cable. I'll just leave it on the reel. It gets red hot and goes up in smoke. There was one, it was either the start of this year or the end of last year, that was rolled up underneath a brand new van. It overheated, they was drawing too much current through it. Boof. Went up in flames. Burnt a brand new 2025 motorhome to the ground. Absolutely gutted. Also there, they do as well, you're going to like this, I was sick to death of carrying around sodding great big ramps for this. I haven't used a ramp, well, tell a lie. I used a ramp on the last campsite we was on because I wanted to park in a different plane. I didn't want to back on. If I'd have backed on, it would have been pretty much flat. I wanted to back in sideways along the hedge, so I was doing that. You're better off doing that, so the back end's a little bit high than the front and then flat that way. But I was straight this way but wonky this way, and I sleep next to that window, so I'd have been rolling into the edge all the time. So rather than carrying the great big ramps around, you see, like Malenko ones and that, I've got a pair of these. Let me get them out and I'll show you. There you go. These are rock solid. Some of these ones you get are absolutely rubbish. I had a set for a couple of years and they bent and they're buckled. Even the big black Malenko ones I used to carry around, bent and buckled under the weight of the van. These things are rock solid. They're light and they're just enough to kick your van up to get you back on the level. They weigh not a lot and they fit in my little cupboard with all my other crap I'll carry around in there. They're nice and small, so you're more likely to use those. Well handy, and that's on that website as well. I'll put a thing to these up on the top of the screen right now as well. But they're really good. I just thought I'd show you them two bits I bought. Oh, also they do on there a thing that holds your fridge open. It ain't a lot of money, it's only a few quid, and it's like 2 pieces of metal with some sponge on, and you slide it over your fridge door. And if you leave your van for any amount of time, you want to leave your fridge door open, otherwise it can sweat and get smelly in there. You just leave the door open a crack. And this thing just slides on the door. One bit clips onto the freezer compartment and it keeps all your doors open. They don't rattle around, fly open or anything like that. So they're good as well. As I said, there's loads of bits and pieces on there, and I bought all this stuff myself. Just thought I'd tell you about it. So I'm going to have a go now. I might fit that other plate under there. And then all I need to do is, you know, if I'm on a long journey, I'll unscrew that. I won't leave that on there. I'll put that under the back, and then that'll give me a good scope, just in case I'm backing onto any of these little flipping posts that jump out on you when you least expect it. Lovely here. Really nice stove. Just been talking to Vic and his wife that run this place. Lovely people. We went, go over there, there's an apple tree out the back of our house, got delicious apples on it, so I'm going to go and get a couple of apples. But I wanted to show you this bit. Turned out a bit of a reviewy type vlog, this. Don't usually do that. But that there, our KUMA 5G router, and you put the aerial there, is flipping brilliant. That is such a good bit of kit, that. Obviously, when you get signal, it works. Because signal's not good everywhere. So these things, no matter how good they are only as good as the signal they're pulling in. And obviously this one's got a SIM card in it. We use a Smarty SIM in that. And generally, most of the places we go to, we get really good signal. Also, I've got a Vodafone card, a pay-as-you-go SIM card, a European one, and that goes in there as well, and we get good signal with that. So that's really, really good. We've rigged it up here because we had one up there in the cupboard of doom, and that was a high wire one of these ones, a high wire one, which is a compact, and that goes in that cupboard, goes up to the aerial on the roof. That is absolutely poop, that one. So we don't use that much anymore. But that one, the KUMA 5G, I did a video on this, so go back and check my videos out. But that is brilliant, and you can move that anywhere. Stick it to a skylight, to a window, but it has also got actual antennae on the unit, and they work brilliantly on their own, even without this external aerial. So if you're looking for one of a 5G router, this is 5G. This one is only 4G, and you can't have a 5G plugged into a 4G aerial on your roof. It's got to be a 5G aerial and a 5G router, which that one is, and that's seen us all around Europe. So France, Spain and Portugal. That's been brilliant, and everywhere we've been so far in the UK, absolutely brilliant. Obviously, there's certain places where there's just no signal. We've got no phone signal either, so it runs off a phone, SIM card. So whichever way you look at it, you haven't got signal. So don't expect these things to work miracles. They only work if they've got a signal. But that KUMA one is flipping brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to head over here now, and I'm going to go and have a look, see where these apples are. Because since Vic graciously said we can have a couple, I'm going to go and grab a couple. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a nice drive, isn't it? I like that driftwood stag, that's well nice. So this is where Vic lives, and that there is the holiday let. That's nice as well, isn't it? Look at that. So you could come here and have a holiday, stay in that. But it's so lovely round here. They really keep it nice and neat. Anyway, look at that. This is going to be a bit like scrumping, but not scrumping. They're just falling on the floor. Look at those. Let's go grab a couple. They're just falling off the tree. They look really nice, don't they? Isn't that nice of him? Said you can just go and help yourself to some apples. There's another one now. That looks like that could be a cooker. That one. Oh, takes me back to the old days of scrumping. You gotta go scrumping when you're a kid, didn't you? Mind you, the places we used to go scrumping, we used to know the old boy. So he used to let us take the fruit. They feel lovely. Let's get one more. Is there another one out? That looks like it's going to come off. There we go. That one's dropped to the floor as well. That's got something in that one. There we go. Well and truly scrumped. I was just talking to Vic about the fruit and the trees and that. He said it all goes to waste. I said just get it and stick it in a saucepan with a little splash of water and some sugar, stew it all up, freeze it. You never know when you might need it. And as I walk about the hedgerows and that, I'm always looking for food sources all the flipping time. That's Sammy's head in. There we go. Anyway, let's give this a polish like the old cricket ball style. Oh. That's a nice apple. Just how I like it. A little bit sweet, but tart. Flipping lovely. Anyway, not too long a vlog today. Showing you them bits. Yeah, Motorhome NiksNaks. Brilliant. I was having another look through it last night. Might have bought a few more bits. They actually do a really good washing line. You know the ones you hang out your window? Old school things out of a caravan window, like a little drying rack. They do one with suction caps on. So you can suction cup it to the side of your van. They look really good. They get good reviews as well. Anyway, Sammy's just getting sorted. There she is, the loon. Raven's sitting outside in the sun. There you go, mate. Hey. Good boy, look what I got. Ooh, an apple. Uh-oh. There you go. They're nice.
Are they?
Yeah, got a pocket full. Yeah. Hang on. Not done yet. Where's the other ones?
Nice and shiny.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Not back to the old days. It ain't been sprayed with a load of crap like you would do if you got it out of a shop, out of an orchard.
Ooh.
Didn't realise I picked so many. There you go. One last one. There you go. And we're off. We're going to see some family. If I can talk properly today, we're going to go and see some family just on the other side of Bristol, and then we're heading sort of back towards our area over the next couple of weeks. Now don't forget to go and have a look at these guys. AUTO-VOX, really good, and I'm going to screw that bracket onto there today. Really good bits of kit. I'm enjoying using that. It's nice to see who's behind you when you're in traffic and that. So that's pretty handy. You haven't got to have it in reverse. Some of these cameras as well, you've got to have it in reverse. This one you haven't. This one you can switch on and off whenever you want it, on and off. But this one stays on all the time. You can watch it while you're in traffic, just to make sure no one's flying up behind you. So there you go. I'm going to eat my apple. They're nice, aren't they? Sammy's just sorted the van out. And we're off. So we'll see you on the next one. You stay safe and stay sane. From me.
And me.
And him. We'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, guys. Just a little vlog, this one, to keep in touch, because we've got a lot going on soon. We've got someone lovely coming to live with us for a little while, or for as long as they want. That's the sort of guy I am. Catch you all later. Tatty bye for now. You know, we nearly got the whole lot in your mouth.